NZB yearling sales start the 18th of February, go through to the 21st. Great to be catching up now with the prices. John and Katrina, firstly, hello.
Hello, and Happy New Year, Paul.
Thank you, and hello to you, John. And you're on the outer wing there.
I'm on the outer wing, yeah, as usual.
We've been here today going through your draft, but yearling sale time, it comes around really quick, doesn't it? It sort of can catch you a bit by surprise.
Yeah, you sort of think you're going all right in December, but then January sort of suddenly hits, and then it's, and you sort of flat out into photos and videos, and so those few weeks go past pretty quickly.
It wasn't that long ago, we were at Grand Prix week and enjoying it. And
and
as all systems go. 6 yearlings, you'd be excited with your draft of horses again this year?
Yeah, like we've got a real range, so there's 3 colts, 3 fillies, 3 paces, 3 trotters, so I think it's a good draft.
And a bit of difference with them all, John, too. Like, I know you've got your favourite. I know which one your favourite is. When I put the photos up, I think most people will know which one that is. But a nice little draft and a bit of difference with every one of the horses, isn't there?
Yeah, I think we've got a pretty nice draft across the board, and they're all a bit different. Katrina and I have different ideas as to which ones we like best and which ones we don't. But generally, it's a pretty even draft and a nice draft, I think.
Before we get onto the draft, and we will get on them very, very quickly, but you both recently went to America, and some of the highlights that you were able to see. I'm actually going to come back later in the week, and we might do a bit of a deep dive into that American trip, if you like. But are there things that you learnt over there and you bring back and you started looking at here, and not necessarily for this draft, but looking forward to the future with the yearling sales?
Yeah, definitely. So we went to Lexington sales. We also went to sales at London and Canada, and also the Indiana. So I think we picked up quite a lot, wasn't it? And it was great to see so many horses, in the one place. Particularly like looking ahead for stallions and things like that. But also, just the way that they present horses for sale. We got to tour around a few of the farms as well, and sort of saw the back work as well. So we've definitely picked up some things, and we'll look to employ some more of the things that we've learnt going into the future. And it opens your eyes up a bit too, doesn't it, John, to potentially...
It definitely does, and you see, which stallions are hot and which ones aren't hot over there, and I think Lexington was the biggest eye-opener because they had all the quality stuff there, probably more so than the other 2 sales. But, they were well presented, and the farms, a lot really quite natural the way they're presented in that. And it was really quite an eye-opener for us. And I think it gave us some ideas for moving forward and, just what we breed to and, what sort of horses they're looking for as well.
Yeah, well, as I said, I'm coming back for tea later in the week one day anyway. Well, I am at the minute. We might do a bit more of a deep dive on some of the results and things like that. But Katrina, you and I are going to go through these. You actually paraded them, so it'll be a bit different. But you're going to be walking and talking at the same time. But John, thank you. As always, thanks for your hospitality as well. And presentation, you guys looked sensational. You had the blue vests on out there too. And I think that's one thing that all the guys in the south, they do so well. But the presentation was outstanding today. So we'll let you off the hook, John. You can go, and Katrina and I will go through these horses and just highlight some of the points out about them.
Yeah, I think, Katrina's a far better talker than I am, probably better looking for the camera than I am as well, so...
We could do a close-up and I could get out and we'd be right.
Yeah.
Trying to get him out of trouble. I've got him in enough trouble as it is, but no, thank you very much.
Okay, cheers. Thanks, guys.
Right, Katrina, the first one you paraded for the day, lot 136. This horse is called War Party, beautifully bred horse by Bettor's Delight, out of the American My Ideal mare, Democrat Party, well-related mare, beautiful family, and another striking type from the family. You must be excited about him for a start.
Yes, you were talking about favourites before, and I know we're not meant to, but he's definitely mine. He just ticks every box. As you talked about his family, he's from a Group 1 winner, who's from a party, the party family, who's just, stacked with, classic and Group winners. So, and now she's doing the job as a broodmare. Of course, this is the second colt. The first colt was Republican Party. So,
and what a job he's done.
Yes,
and he's the best is still ahead of him, Nelly. You can see that, can't you?
Exactly. Yeah, and Advanced Party, who we're currently racing. Yeah, so she's proving herself as a top-tier broodmare. And the family, it's just one of those families that doesn't matter whether you look to the past, the present or the future, it's always current. So also close up in that family you have the likes of Sherlock and Party Animal as well. Of note, so Democrat Party set New Zealand records Republican parties set New Zealand records, advanced parties set New Zealand record. So yeah, it's from a family that can run and at speed.
And from your point of view too, advanced party, little horse that you guys race, and again, keeps getting better and better. You would have been wrapped with the job she done this year.
Yes, yeah. We still probably haven't, I think, seen the best of her. She had a few problems and stuff like that, but she's in a really good space at the moment. So actually looking really forward to her next few starts. So yeah, it's nice.
I know. So you've got early October, so he is an early foal. But the other part is key is he's good type, good temperament. Like he's a lovely horse, isn't he?
He's just about a clone to Republican Party. So as a yearling doing Republican Party, this guy is exactly the same. Just real strong, nuggety wee fella. Then just that lovely, willing temperament. So just very easy to do anything with. So. Yeah,
that's War Party. That is lot number 136. The second for you guys is I'll let you turn yours is a black filly, and you got two black horses, and both of them are genuine blacks, and this filly is as well. Another Better's Delight. You got a couple of Better's Delight first up, but this is the Christian Cullen mare, Hopes and Dreams, and she really took my eye, this filly. Especially, I encourage people to have a look at the photos because she's a very, very pretty horse.
She is. If you're in the market for a filly, then I think that this is one that you've really got to come and have a look at. She's from a family of fillies. She's bred on the Better's Delight, Christian Cullen, Golden Cross, and she's just very sweet and a really nice type. And if you're looking further for breeding, I think if you go through the whole brood mare size right down her line, you've got Better's Delight, Christian Cullen, Dream Away, Soki's Adam. So it's about as good as you can get for brood mare size.
The exciting part you said there that just got me looking, fillies family. You quite often hear people say about Colts family, but this is a fillies family, isn't it?
Yeah.
The best horses out of the families are the fillies.
Yes, I mean the Dam won 7 and placed 11 times, and then the Grand Dam you look at One Dream, who of course was the 2-year-old and 3-year-old filly of the year. She won 8 Group 1s and $800,000. And of course she's also the dam of a Group 1 winner as well in the Colt Montana DJ. So yeah, I think it's one of those families that if you want to invest in with a filly, that she's got to be on your list.
Looks an early goer, another early foal as well.
Yeah,
so that's a good tick for both these first couple you got going through.
Yeah, and she's one of those little black Better's Delight fillies. Yeah, as I said, very sweet, willing. Yeah, I can see her doing a nice job.
I get in trouble with the New Zealand accent. I would say that's Ginty's Delight. Is that what we go with or not?
I'm actually not sure because she's not ours. I've been calling her Ginty's Delight. So
I just went Gin and TYS, and hopefully that's close to it. But that is lot number 183. I nearly had the wrong numbers there, but that's the Better's Delight filly. And as Katrina pointed out there, out of a Christian Cullen mare, a champion mare herself as well. But that's a Grand Dam. But Hopes and Dreams, who was by Christian Cullen, and then One Dream, which all the Kiwis love, and rightfully so as well. Lot 223, no,
230.
Go this way, I'll do it this way. Lot 230 is the Father Patrick filly out of Maria. I'm not sure how it's Tsarina.
Correct. Yes.
Well, I'm going good. A Muscle Hill. You don't see that very often in Australia at the minute. Muscle Hill mares, it's an exciting one. What a job Father Patrick's done this season, and I think they'll only get better because some of these 2-year-olds look like they're going to go on, hopefully for all those connections they have, but he's just done a brilliant job, Father Patrick. Yeah,
and you look in America too, he's 2nd and 3rd on most of those lists as well, so the 2- and 3-year-old lists over there, so, with some of our big performers, and well-credentialed stallions behind him, so I think that's a plus, and also particularly Father Patrick filly, I think is a real key. And then, of course, out of a Muscle Hill mare. And I think that was one of the things that we did see a lot of in America was a lot of Muscle Hills.
And we don't get to see that yet.
Yeah, this filly has thrown to the Muscle Hill. Yeah. And, of course, she's the first foal from the well-performed Duchess Maria. Maria Zarina.
Yeah, her name is Duchess Maria. It's got a little bit of current form down the back. We're going to talk about another trotter in a minute, but it's the same family. They're a very similar family, these two horses. John was taken by when we were doing the videos and the way she walked, and just a very kind, easy walking filly, isn't she?
Yeah, very athletic. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's got some real scope about her. She's got a nice long back on her, so I think she will fashion into be a really nice looking mare. Her mother, she was a Yearling Parade at Serena. She was a lovely type. Yeah, nice big muscle hill mare.
Another October foal. I haven't looked at any
Yeah.
of the dates on your horses, and it's just like bang, they're all coming out so early. So that'll be the three. It's actually a really interesting cross too. When you got that muscle, you got double cross of Valley Victory on the sire and the dam. So
Wow, and a reverse sex cross. It's smack there in the middle. Yeah, it's a beautiful looking pedigree. Yeah, and this is the family like Inter Dominion winner, Galleon Sunset, and then you've got a whole lot of age group performers, Kathy Galleon, Chevron Express, and so on. So there's a whole lot of 2-year-old, 3-year-old, trotters of the year in this pedigree.
And one you mentioned there before, Valferines, we haven't mentioned him yet, but he's in this same family, and I know he's a horse that Harassa Trotter's got a big opinion of. They've had a big opinion of him for a while, and his figure form didn't stack up. He's now a Group 1 winner and really starting to come to the fore. So that's it. And the other thing you do say there is athletic type. Like, she's just something about her. She really is a lovely horse. On the 21st, the first of your lots to go through, we'll go through reasonably early as well. This is a horse called Utah Blaze by Better's Delight out of Rockabilly Blues. Black colt. Am I allowed to say that it might be someone's favourite, or we just got to leave it? Beautifully related, but just a lovely colt. And John looked right at home with him too. He stands up over a lot of ground, doesn't he?
Yeah. One of our frequent marital arguments is whose favourite is. But no, this guy, he's a lovely colt. So his dam, Rockabilly Blues. So she's a half sister to Chicago Bull, and as small as Chicago Bull was, she was big.
Yep.
So hence when you look at him and you think, oh, this looks nothing like Chicago Bull, well, he's basically his mother's type. As big as she was very, very fast and beautifully gated, like she could whiz around our 800-metre track like nothing. So, this cross, of course, has already been proven with the Better's Delight. So not only have you got Chicago Bull, but you've got Perfect Stride. So they're, of course, both half-brothers to Rockabilly Blues. And then if you go a bit further down in the family and you look at others in the family by Better's Delight, you've got the likes of Malak, Uswad, Plutonium Lady, and then you've also, with the Rock and Roll Heaven, Rick Hero Rebel at the moment.
It was with Greg Sugars now.
Yes,
Jess Tubbs,
so just got second in the Queen of the Pacific, so that's all the same family. And then the fourth dam on the page, Pacific Flight, well, she was just a terrific mare. She ended up winning 47 between here and the States. So, it's one of those families that can produce, absolute top horses.
That's exciting because that's a real good family. But when the Riccara Rebel, like the job she's doing, and we talk about horses progressing and going forward, she'll be a top line mare this year and with Flora J Farms.
Yeah, so and she's a Rock and Roll Heaven, and then as I said, there's a number of others that are by Better's Delight within the family. So
forget how good Chicago Bull was. Don't we? A lot of the times. I mean, I think so many people. He's not that long finished racing.
No,
but it was just a jet, absolute jet. And overcome so much as well in his career.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. He had that major injury that
But he still come back after it.
Yes, he did, but probably not quite the same as what he was. But yeah. This fella here, he's got it all, and he's just the most magnificent physical type, and he's imposing and strong, and he's beautiful.
And John will be walking him around at the sale rings, that's for sure. So he'll be fine.
It's hard getting the lead off him on this fella.
Lot number 268, that's Utah Blazer, Better's Delight out of Rockabilly Blues. The next one is one of the trotters. This is lot 344. This is What the Hall. I actually looked at that 3 times. I'm thinking, what the hell? That's what it's by. But it's actually, the race name is What the Hall. A November foal out of the Angus Hall mare and Alana Hall. Gets that double cross of Angus Hall. Yep. But what a family it's got on its maternal side. The second dam there with Highgate, High Energy. Another super current family at the minute.
Yeah. Dam, she won 6, and she's a sister to 6 other winners, and they include 2010, who was the Australian 3-year-old Trot of the Year, Highgate, who was the New Zealand and Australian 2 and 3-year-old filly of the year in regal attire, and then it's go back, then it's also the family of High Energy, High Step, and so on. Alana Hall's left 2 foals of racing age, and they're both winners, so she's got off to a really good start. And this filly here is, she's just, there's something about her. She's just a really nice filly.
I was really taken when she was walking, And look, I'll put my hand up now. I'll do a lot of work for Woodlands and all the rest, but I was just honestly taken by the way she just strides over the ground when she walks.
Yeah.
She's got an appearance about her. It's a really important update there where you got High Energy, but you also then have High Step, who just recently won the Redwood in dominant style, as well as plenty of other races over there in Australia. Some really big updates. Make sure you check the updates for this family because it is current right at the minute and continuing to grow.
Well, and I think, if you're looking for a trotting filly, come broodmare for the future, this is a family that you'd really want to be into. And once again, a lot of fillies within this family that race and then breed on. So, I think this is, something that, she needs to be on your list.
We will do this. We'll do the end of this parade. I'm going to throw that one back at you in a minute, though. But that was actually lot number. Oh, now I'm in trouble.
344.
Thank you very, very much. What the Hall or What the Hill filly. The last of yours is. I should have asked how to say this horse's name. This is lot number 386. The Majestic Sun colt out of Chevron Express. So this one's got some important updates as well.
Beetlejuice.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes, and it's the name of a star, and if you have a look at him, he's got a great big star. So
it's also the name of a movie, but we won't worry about that. But that makes, hopefully I'll have the photo up when you've said that, because he does have a beautiful big star. You're right. He has a good look about him, doesn't he?
He does. He's a really cute, he's sort of got that real kind of majestic sun, trotter look about him. Good family.
And this is the one we were saying where there's a couple of really important updates, a Group 1 updates in this pedigree as well.
So it's Dam Chevron Express. She was a 3-year-old trotting filly of the year. She won the New Zealand Trotting Oaks and the Hamiltonian Classic amongst her wins. The second dam is Kathy Gallion. She was the 2-year-old trotting filly of the year. And the family, as was talked about, is very current at the moment, particularly in Australia. As 2 sisters to Chevron Express have left Group 1 winners there. So you've got Dream Big, Aim High. And
who was the first Group 1 winner for What the Hill in Australia, or Australia and New Zealand actually,
and also recent one with Val Thorens, who just won the 2-year-old Breeders' Crown out of a sister to Chevron Express.
And then also Iron Love, he would have had updates on this since, because he's won a couple, I think, since then as well. So, Parisian and more, quite a few harassed trotters, Yabby Farms, horses in training in there. But I do know Val Thorens, Anton's had a big opinion of him. His figure form initially wasn't anything special to look at, but they've finally got him right, and now his figure form's outstanding. So he's a really, really nice horse who's progressing. And both your trotters, or 2 of your trotters, are actually related and to the same family, and that's what it is. It's a trotting family that people want to get their hands on.
You are, and very much an age group. When you look through there, the 2 and 3 year olds. Chevron Express is a broodmare, so her first foal's won 6 so far to date in Australia, and the just turned 3-year-old filly by Father Patrick is qualified but is unraced yet. But I know that they like her.
No, absolutely. Anyone wants to get in touch with you, your phone number's there on the bottom. You can ring Cambrai as well at NZB, or James. Any of those guys will look after you as well. You'll have your tour, your Southern Bred Southern Reared tour. Correct. Will be...
Yes, the 12th and 13th of February.
You're going good. You're the first person actually knew the date, so I'm very impressed with that. We want to make sure people are aware of it. Your proper yearling videos, and that will be going up very shortly, and photos, and there'll be regular updates. So we want people to keep on top of the NZB. Go to the update section, which is important because you've got quite a few there with bigger updates on their pages.
I think they've all got updates actually, yes. Plus, we're just welcome, you're welcome to come along and inspect them in the flesh if you're down south at any time. So
and I think that's one thing people
drag
need
them
to
out of the paddock,
well, I might be promoting the 3-day carnival. I'm sort of a bit surprised there's not more people making the effort to come down and have a look at them at their early stages of the prep. But I think it's a great time to be able to, get around, and it's a beautiful part of the world too. I encourage the Aussies to get down here because it's just ridiculously good, I must say.
Yes, we're looking green and plenty of grass around. The weather hasn't been so flash with quite a bit of rain and
Dave Kennedy tried to tell me it was dry here, and I couldn't see any green grass anywhere. Any dry grass anywhere, but that's okay. Make sure you get in touch there, Katrina. Just before we finish off, yourself and John just said there before that you had been to America, and Lexington was one of the great eye openers. Fillies and trotting fillies on every day, topping the sales.
Yes, yeah.
It's unbelievable, the different mentality, I suppose, if you like, for the Southern Hemisphere people to the Northern Hemisphere people. But it wasn't like they were just topping the trotting ranks. Every day they top the sale for the highest priced horses.
Well, and it's been like that now for the last probably 5-6 years that the trotting fillies top the sale, and averages and generally do top the sale. So a lot of it's, I guess, opportunities, and that's one of the big things that has changed here, and people just need to wrap their head around it.
Yeah.
Is actually there are now opportunities for trotting fillies in particular, and going through as a 2 and 3 year old. Then you look at the New Zealand Derby that was just run this year, and what was it?
8 fillies, I think.
Yeah, and what was it? 5 of the first 6 were fillies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
So in Australia, so people get your head around this, that I can't remember, Rocking with Attitude won both the New South Wales Oaks and Derby, and also Queensland Oaks and Derby. The filly that won in South Australia, I can't think of her name, won both as well.
Yeah.
You got horses like Walking on Sunshine this year that was second in the north. Like, it's just unbelievable. Oh, well, and then John Dunn's horse.
Sunday's sister.
Yeah, she comes out and wins the Oaks and the Derby as well. It's just, I think people need to be aware of it, and sometimes it's too obvious. It's in your face. But I was blown away this year by what happened in America. And you've got 2 trotting fillies, but to grow this industry, you need to sort of look outside the square a little bit and all the rest. And we all want the high-priced colts, and we all love paces. But these trotters are just, there's so much growth potential there for the industry.
Well, there is opportunity going forward. So, and I mean, basically this is the opportunity to get in on some of these families that that's one of the things that often it's been hard to get really nicely bred trotting fillies, because they haven't been worth much at the sales, that people just hang on to them.
They kept them.
So therefore it's actually been hard to get into some of those families. But, there are some nice ones actually in the sale. So it's an opportunity to get in, and
And these bloodlines are world class.
Well, and that's the key thing with trotting, isn't it? Is that you actually need the bloodlines. Those proven mares that they've got the gait, the manners, and everything else. So I don't think you can take too many shortcuts there.
No, definitely not. And it's just one of those ones, as I said, well, John was talking before, and I said, I might do another chat on it, but I just want to re-emphasise it for people, because you guys have got 2 trotting fillies, but we need to sell it and make people aware of what they do in America and follow their leads. It's already happened in Europe as well, so I mean, it's just that you guys were there. Katrina, thank you. Please get in touch with Price Bloodstock for any more updates and the rest. But you guys will be, when do you get down to how far out do you get to Christchurch?
Oh, we'll only head up there on the Sunday, yes.
Yeah, the Sunday prior, so you'll be there.
Just the day before the parade. So, of course, there's a bit of a different format this year. So
the awards night as well.
Yes, so we'll all be there ready to parade on the Monday. So the horses will be there all day. And then, of course, selling off Tuesday, Wednesday. And 2 of ours are up early. So, get in early.
On both days, but
correct,
we'll make sure everyone's there, so it'll be fine. Katrina, thank you. Good luck, and thank you very much for joining me.
Thanks again, Paul, and nice to see you over here.